Good morning.
Good morning.
We've had a wonderful list of people who have spoken in the last number of weeks. It's really given us a testimony of how active and vital and committed our members are. I have the privilege of being able to speak as the little old lady sitting in the pews, like the rest of you. And I find that all of us have, over our life, gone to a whole lot of different churches. We've been to numbers of them, and they have each their own personality. And I was thinking the other day about how I would describe Grace. One of the things I see about Grace is that she is welcoming in a very authentic way. She has a way of honestly and truly meaning it. Every church says, oh, we're welcoming. But in fact, Grace does mean it. It doesn't matter where you come from, how you're different. She's not looking at, oh, what's the wardrobe look like? Well, may not have that much money. I wonder if she has a lot of leadership skills. Grace is welcoming across the board because she sees the value of every human life. And part of Grace's welcoming spirit, I think, comes from the fact that she's lived a lot of years. I guess well over 150 of them. And out of it, she's developed a lot of wisdom. So she knows how to provide a church home. You know, all of us have had in our life people we've visited. Maybe it's a neighbor or a grandparent or aunt and uncle, where when you come in, you just feel at home, like you can breathe. You don't have to put on airs. You don't have to say, oh, does this look good today? You're just there, and you know when you feel at home. And Grace has the gift of doing that. And I can say that with a real conviction because I've been in a lot of churches where we've seen a lot of power struggles. Who's on first? Who's on second? I don't feel that ever at Grace. People take on jobs, and they're not thinking of, well, I'm the vestry. They're thinking of, no, I'm on the vestry, and I have a job to do, and when I get finished, I will step off the vestry and somebody else will come on. We have a sense of letting go of the power struggles, and therefore Grace doesn't entertain or have to deal with a lot of dysfunction and arguing. Things get done in a simple and plain fashion in her house. But I think the greatest gift that Grace gives us is that she knows deep in her heart that her real reason for being is to be a home of faith, to provide sacred space for people to come in, whoever they are, wherever they come from, to find sacred space, to find a way to God in their own hearts for who they are. She doesn't tell them what she has to believe, or you have to believe, or whether you're right or you're wrong. What she says is, this is sacred space. Come and find, search for yourself, and if you need help, you've got a friend standing next to you who will say, peace to you, and I help you as I can. I'm thankful for Grace. When it comes to church families, she's pretty good. In fact, she would have every reason to stand up and be proud, but she won't do that. Because in fact, Grace is herself a very plain and humble soul. And so therefore she would say, no, I know that in the end, I know grace is a gift of God, not a gift of me. And I will take the gift of God and grace. Thank you, Grace.